Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday. You are joining us today for FemCity's Monday Motivational Series. I'm Violet Dayal. I'm the founder of FemCity. And today we're talking about marketing on a dime. It is a highly requested class, topic from our Fems. And so I have asked our marketing experts from our global program to join me today in the conversation. If you're joining us live, we'd love for you to join along with the conversation. So please feel free to ask questions here. Our intention is to help you. So if you ask questions, we're able to address it. If you're watching this on the replay a couple of months from now or in the FemCity library later on, feel free to reach out to our panelists as well. They are all here to help you and guide you so that you can have a flourishing business. So don't feel shy. If you're watching this even months from now, you can still continue the conversation. So let's go ahead and dive in. I just want to introduce you guys to our panelist group today. I'm going to give them the opportunity to share what makes them an expert in marketing. So let's go to Giselle first. Giselle, welcome. I'm so excited that you're one of our guests today. What makes you an expert when it comes to marketing on a dime?
Hi, Violet. Hi, everybody. Super excited to be here. What makes me an expert? I think the 12 years of being a publicist and a social media strategist, but most importantly, I truly love the success of those I serve. I really, really do.
Awesome. Wonderful. All right, let's go to Kim. Kim, what makes you an expert in marketing?
So I actually have a kind of unique perspective on it because I am a publisher and I have helped over 150 people be able, professionals and entrepreneurs, help them publish their book that they use as a marketing tool. So I've actually helped many entrepreneurs in what we call authority marketing.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Lindsay.
Goodness, that's a loaded question, but I have more than 20 years of experience in PR and marketing, working with solopreneurs all the way to the Salt Lake City Games. So I've kind of had a very diverse background.
Awesome. And Shannon, take it away.
So I have a broadcasting degree that I turned me into marketing that I've got about 22 years ago. And I've been working in marketing ever since with an emphasis on digital marketing. So since 1998, I've been working in digital marketing. It makes me sound really old.
I know it sounds so long ago, but it was like, boop, just the other day. Awesome. And so my next question for all of us to discuss, because I know a lot of femmes are watching and thinking that this topic may not pertain to them when it comes to marketing on a dime. So it's a really simple, and it may seem like a silly question, but can everyone market on a dime? And we'll go through Giselle, Kim, Lindsay, and Shannon for that.
Absolutely. Yes, you can. In this world of social media, all you need to do is show up authentically and give value. I know that sounds like that it sounds easy. It is. What's difficult is actually getting out of your head and leading from your heart and showing people the value that you have to serve them. And so, yes, everyone can do it. We have a phone. We have social platforms. 1.8 billion people are right here actively. What does that mean? That some of those people need you. You just need to show up.
Love it. Kim, what are your thoughts?
So I totally agree with what Giselle said. I was going to say something similar, but to add to that, the biggest thing you need in marketing is consistency. And it doesn't cost you anything to be consistent except time.
Love it. I don't know why I got chills when you said that. Lindsay.
Yeah, Kim hit it right on the head. You can market on a dime and build your brand without a whole lot of resources. But by the flip side, I do think that at some point you have to actually invest in yourself, and you might need help. So you can't do everything. So sometimes it's you do have to spend something to either get the assistance or learn a new skill.
Love it. And Shannon?
Okay, so these guys say that we're all on the same page. Consistency, content, connection, confidence, buying low-level courses. But if you are low on dough, I'm going to get tactical here. You want to follow the right social media gurus that you're attracted to. If you really want to stand out on social media, follow those people for how to do certain things. Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, lives, video. So you want to follow the right people. When you get stuck on something, YouTube and Google is your best friend. So Google it, YouTube it. That is how I learned everything. and courses. There's plenty of courses out there from, $400 to $5,000 where you can learn how to do marketing pretty much on your own. You need to invest in yourself.
Yeah. And that's the key for it. We have a lot of marketing classes, obviously, in the FemCity library that all of you have taught. You guys are all of our FemCity teachers. And that one resonated with me the most, is that you can, take the classes, invest in yourself, because you have everything it takes just to get started. We know that eventually, as you get bigger and bigger, you may have to hire out, and that's part of the plan. But just to get started, when we're talking about marketing on a dime, we're talking about starting right now with what you've got, right? You've got your phone, you got your brain. What can you do right now? So what are some tips for those that do want to start? So they're probably watching and saying, okay, I got it. I'm in control. I understand the fundamentals of what I need to do in order to start marketing today, even with a penny in my pocket. What's the best way to start marketing? And you guys touched upon it a little bit when we were just kind of warming up for the conversation, but let's go dive a little bit deeper in. So Giselle, what's the best way? You mentioned, of course, you're the Instagram, you love Instagram. So what are some ways that they can go ahead and get started today?
So I think first you need to have a very clear why, plus you have to have a very clear target, which is who is your ideal customer. I don't mean that you can't serve everybody, but what you want to do is, who do you love to serve, or who gives you the biggest profit? Either one, you want to focus in on what do they do? What are their habits? Where are they hanging out? Because wherever they're hanging out or what they love to do, you can go and find like-minded people who need what you serve. And then the second thing I would tell you is, once you really dive in deep to that, what you want to do is you want to create pillars. Focus on three that are really going to share with people your purpose-driven brand. People don't just buy just to buy anymore. They don't just because, oh, it's the prettiest. They want to know that there is substance there, that you are doing things that make the world a better place, that you are living a way that they share mutual values, that you are also relatable, which means you have to come in, show up vulnerably. So my favorite pillars that I share with everybody, besides the ones that showcase their business, are my why, about me, and personal insights, which means share with people what you're doing to perfect and master what you do. Share with people the challenges that you're having so that they know, oh, see, look at, so she's doing it and she's still moving ahead and she's still pushing through. I can do it too. And you know what? Since she's sharing that, and making herself vulnerable, I bet she would answer some of my questions. I bet that she would guide me in the right way. You guys, that is what builds trust.
Love that. Love it. And by the way, Giselle just taught an excellent class last week on how to find your avatar. So if you're thinking about you don't even know where your people are at or how even to get started, that's an excellent class. It's in the library. And you have some love that came through, Giselle. Kiki says, yes, yes. And all about our values. So love that. Let's go to Kim. Kim, what do you think are the best ways to get started?
One thing I just want to touch on quickly that I found out recently, many universities right now, because of COVID, are allowing you to take courses for free. Now, you don't get credit for them, but a lot of the major universities are now offering courses for free that you can audit. So you can get a university education and it costs you nothing. So first of all, that was just back on the other one. When you look at authority marketing, it's about positioning yourself as that go-to expert authority in your niche. And I love what Giselle said, because it's true. It's about being that real, true, authentic self. It's not about being this puffed up, I'm the be all end all, right? But it's recognizing that to a specific group of people, you have the answers that they need. And so, one of the things I teach in the author to authority concept is the 6 key building blocks of authority. And so marketing, your core marketing message, who do you serve? How do you serve them? And who are you in relationship to the first two? Then there's sales, communication, network, social media, and promotion. But I want to go in for a second on creating that business persona. you'll see there, you can't see the full title, but I am Kim Thompson Pinder, the Extraordinary Word Ninja. That is my business persona. And when I do business events, that's how I introduce myself. And occasionally, if it's a more professional, I'll also say, you know, I'm Chief Visionary Officer of RTI Publishing. That's my business persona. And when I'm doing anything business, that's who I am. Now, occasionally, if I'm speaking and I need to introduce myself, you know, I'll talk about my personal things like in 8 days, I'll be married 30 years. I have 2 adult children. You know, I've got the most adorable grandbaby on the face of the earth. I love to knit. I love music. You know, I mentioned those things. But when I'm in business mode, I'm the Extraordinary Word Ninja, and I own it. And I can own it. I've written over 150 books. I am a word ninja. Right? So I think it's really important in terms of marketing on a dime is really knowing who you are and having that business persona down so that no matter what you're doing, first of all, you have a consistent marketing message. But second of all, you can present yourself with confidence. And I think, you know, you can do that without spending any money. You know, anything you do, show up in that business persona in full confidence, and you will see results.
Love that. Love that. All right, let's go to Lindsay.
Well, I mean, everything they've said is, I mean, especially the consistency and knowing who your customer is. I would say it boils down to kind of 5 things. Knowing your customer, which Giselle touched on, knowing your message. What is it you want people to, when they interact with your brand, to walk away with? I mean, that's something we're always telling clients is you need to hone in on what that message is. The third thing is know your lane. I think everyone gets excited about branding or telling their story and wants to be everywhere. Your customer may not be everywhere. So you really want to hone in on what your lane is and make a plan. Like Giselle was saying the different pillars. You want to make a plan for, okay, how am I going to execute this? So you have something to follow along with. So it's not just every day, what am I going to post or where am I going to show up today? You want to tell your story. And as Kim was saying, you know, there's a beautiful way to tell your story. People want to see those personal aspects of yourself, but also of your brand. And then the last thing is building a relationship. So yes, you can do all this for free on social media, but you still have to interact with who your ideal client is and engage with them. You just can't put stuff out there and hope they find it. Or if you're not interacting with them, you're really not building a 2-way relationship. And as Giselle said, you know, people want to buy from someone that they trust, whether you're doing a service or a product. So making sure that you're always serving, but at the same time engaging so that you are building a relationship with whoever your ideal client might be, even if it's the media.
Yeah. And I was thinking right now as I'm listening to you, I know sometimes we have new femmes that join and they join our members only group, which is a pretty big group. And, you know, they'll post a sale, right? So they'll join and okay, I have a sale and it's 50% off. And then no one comments on it. And then they'll post it again. And then I'll get a private message or someone on our team will and say, you know, I got no one's bought from me. I just joined FemCity. No one's bought from me. It's that relationship. It's engaging, commenting on other people, being of service, making friends. I mean, you would never walk into an in real life networking event and throw out and say, Shannon, buy from me.
Right.
Now. I mean, you know, Shannon would want to know about you.
Again, buy this.
Buy this. And so the same thing holds true when you're talking about creating those opportunities in a digital space. You want it to be a 2-way street and not just you shouting, I'm so great, buy from me, which is in essence what we're doing when we're just posting that kind of content without knowing the people and without kind of engaging with them. So I love that. I love all these things.
Organic.
Yeah. Shannon.
So being last helps me, you know, come up with something that nobody has brought up. So the quickest way to market on a dime is this guy right here, your smartphone. You need to show up, you need to tell people what you do, but the fastest way to propel yourself with momentum is showing up on video. And that could be creating videos that are I do Tip Tuesday. So I've been doing Tip Tuesdays for 3 years now, 3 years. Every Tuesday, I show up with a tip. And then I take that same video and I put it on my website and I keyword rich the website, because if Instagram or Facebook go away, there's my website and I've been building authority there and session times and things like that. When it comes to showing up on video, you want to serve with your heart and with purpose. Another thing If you don't know how to serve with heart and purpose, ask your audience what they want from you. So,
yeah. Awesome. Excellent. Actually, I'm thinking we even have a class on that heart-centered business. That was a topic that was really requested last year at the start of the pandemic. So I think if you guys want to dive into that, that's in the library as well. All right, so let's start wrapping up. And again, if you're joining us, please feel free to ask questions. These women are experts in this field. They want you to do really well in your business, and they want you to flourish and do really well in 2021. So please ask away. All right, so final tips. Let's go to Giselle. Final tips that you have.
Well, I love all of you women. And so I want to put you in my pocket because I love this kind of energy. I love being with people who truly, you can tell, love the success of who they serve, because all these tips, it's these you can implement right now. So don't wait. That's the one main tip I want to tell you, is that write what you just heard down and implement today. Don't, oh, let me figure out, I'll start on Monday. We're not doing a diet here. We're trying to find the people that we serve. So you got it, all this over time, you are going to see the results. But I want to leave you with this. Lindsay said something that's extremely important. She said you have to connect and you have to engage. You have to invest in those that you want to build a relationship with. I'm going to leave you with this tip. There's something called a gratitude spree that I call it a gratitude spree because I'm all about love, gratitude, and all that good stuff. So, but the gratitude spree, when you do post, you can start with anybody who actually took the time to like. I don't care if it's one person, 2 people, or 200. You need to stop every single day, 24 hours later that you posted, and you need to go to your post, all the likes that you got, 1, 100, 2 million, I don't care, and all the comments, you go to their account and you love on them. You like their post, you comment 4 words or more, because it doesn't just help their algorithm, it helps yours. The algorithm doesn't know, oh, she's engaging on her account or engaging on someone else's. They just know that, ooh, she's engaging. And they just liked your post. So immediately they're like, that was so nice of them. Like, that was so nice of her. Look, she just liked my post and commented. Those things go a long way. I highly recommend that you get into that habit now and do it for every post, because you should be in gratitude for those who take the time to love on you. That's my tip.
Love it. Love it. All right, Kim, your tip.
So Lindsay kind of touched on it, but I think that entrepreneurs need to understand there's a difference between marketing and sales. Marketing is the first step to sales. So like Lindsay said, you can't just post something and expect sales to come in. Everything you post is building this arsenal of social proof, I like to call it. But you still have to make that connection. You still have to start that process of generating that lead and finding out if people are good fit for you, and then transition that into, a sales conversation. So I think there's a lot of confusion between sales and marketing. So I think people need to be aware that marketing gives you the visibility that you need, but you still have to sell.
Excellent. That actually would be a really good class. I was thinking about, that might be a really good class. Let us know, for those that are watching, let us know if you want us to do that live class. All right, Lindsay.
So today, I guess I'm all about the 5s. My tip is just 5 words. Done is better than perfect. Like Giselle said, you just need to start today. If you don't know what you're doing, like Shannon said, there's Google. There are tons of free apps out there that you can just bounce around from app to app until you reach your limit of freedom. And just get it started. For video, that was something that was a struggle for me. And then I realized I will get better at it the more I do it. And like Shannon, I do a Tip Tuesday, and it took forever just to get started because I was so worried about all the other things. And now it just is very natural. So just start. Don't think about what anyone else thinks about what you're doing. You're going to get better as you go along. And you're part of this amazing network of FemCity. There are people all the time that you can just post in the group and ask for help or say, exactly how do I do this? Does anyone know a good resource? So use your resources and just get started. We're here to help.
Oh, I love that. And we do, you have some love that came through. Lisa Solomon says, thanks for your time, ladies. Great advice. Anonymous Facebook user, I can't see your name. It says, yes. Yes, I'd love to see that class. And then Heather B. Warren said, I would love classes on heart-centered sales strategy and knowledge. So I will work on that. We're working on the March calendar. So I've got your note, Heather. Thank you so much. All right, Shannon.
So everything what they said, don't wait. I waited 9 months to start showing up online. And when things started to happen a few months later. So you want to be patient. You want to be consistent. You want to be connected to community. This builds confidence. One of the things that I will say is find your competition and collaborate. I don't know if Lindsay is like, I'm trying to point right. Lindsay and I live in the same city, do very similar work, and we collaborate on things, and we are there for one another. So find the competition and partner and just rally each other on.
Oh, love it. All right. So Lisa says, love all these tips. Thanks, ladies. All right. I know this is amazing. The energy is so great. Renata says, very insightful. Thank you so much, ladies. Oh, that makes all of us smile. Thank you so much. That means we've served very well. So let's go ahead and kind of close this out. And again, if you're watching this later on and you have any questions, feel free to tag any of the panelists or all of us or whatever you need, let us know. Just out, how can Fems find you to learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
My favorite place for you to find me is on Instagram at The Branding Professor. DM me. I answer every single message. I absolutely am just completely in love with everyone who reaches out. So I don't hold back. You need something, you ask it, you get it. Period.
And then Kim, you also have some love that came through, Kim. So true. That comes from Lisa. So true, Kim. Marketing is the first step in building that arsenal of social proof. Great concept. So how can Fems find you to learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
So if you have a direct question, just PM me on Facebook. That's the easiest way. But I also have two things that are great resources for you. So first of all, I'm the host of the Author to Authority podcast. So if you want to learn more about authority marketing, I bring on vetted experts and authorities in marketing, sales, communication, networking, social media, promotion, leadership, everything to do with entrepreneurship. So you can find it. It's called Author to Authority. It's on all the major podcast apps. I am currently working on and hoping to release March, April, the Author to Authority book. So if you'd like a free excerpt, it explains the Author to Authority concept in full detail. You can get it at authortoauthority.com, and you can find the podcast there too, /get-the-book.
Love that. And more love came through. So Piedmont says, thanks. That's great. Collaborate is the key. And another Facebook anonymous user, great session, ladies. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you as well. Lindsay, how can Fems find you to learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
I'm pretty much everywhere at Cascade Creative Group. So it's cascadecreativegroup.com and Cascade Creative Group on Instagram. To Shannon's point about collaboration, actually, there's a blog post about Shannon going up on my website this week about collaboration. And I host a collaborative forum every Monday night on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Violet's going to be a guest on March 8th. It's a great place to drop in. Tonight we're doing all things on Google My Business. So that's a great free way for you to get started marketing your business. So if you have time, drop by tonight. But that's where you can find me, and I'm happy to answer any questions or help anybody out however I can. I'm always in the forum too. So, and that's who I am on Facebook if you want to direct message me. So look forward to connecting and meeting all of you.
Awesome. And what's you're on Clubhouse? It's your name, right? It's Lindsay.
I was lucky enough to get my full name, just Lindsay Woods. So if you follow me tonight at 7, if you go to your buddy list, I'm also kind of an expert on Clubhouse. So if anyone has questions, I wrote a guide. You can just click my name and it'll show you the room that I'm speaking in so you can join the room.
Yeah. And Lindsay also was part of our panel conversation about Clubhouse, and we did a quick tutorial. That was last week, I think.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. My time concept is out the window. I cannot, 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago, it feels like yesterday. So Shannon, how can Fems find you to learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
You can find me mostly. I love Instagram. So Instagram, it's Shannon Lee Strategy. I also have an amazing Facebook group called the Simplify Squad with a lot of femmes in there. And basically, you can watch expert panels and interact with me, live videos, ask your questions. I will answer them, bring experts on. And it's just a fun little place to share, anything you're struggling with marketing. So the Simplify Squad.
Awesome. And we will also tag all of these ladies. So if you're watching this on Facebook, it'll make it really easy for you to reach out to them. And they're also featured on the FemCity website with under our teachers and speakers. They are our go-to expert team. And feel free to visit femcity.com to learn more about the work that we're doing in this world and sign up for a free 30-day trial membership. So thank you so much, ladies. This was amazing. For those that are will watch, please let us know how these tips helped you. We want to know about your success. So feel free to tag, comment, let us know. We can't wait to see your success. We will see you guys back here next Monday. Mwah! Bye.